Hi, this is how you restore an Apple Watch to its factory settings. This is a fairly old Series 5, but the process is basically the same on any version Apple Watch. Now, if you just want to reset the watch and then add it back to the same Apple account it is connected to at the moment, this can be done basically in two ways, which I'll go through shortly. However, though, if you are instead selling the watch or want to use it with another Apple account, the watch also needs to be disconnected or unpaired from your Apple account before it can be added to another one. You can of course also use this unpair method and then add the watch back to the same Apple account again would you want to do so. So I figured we'll start with the unpair method, since that is, as mentioned, required to perform if you are selling the watch or if you want to use it with another Apple account than it is currently connected to. Alright, here, first keep the iPhone and the watch that it is connected to as close to each other as possible. Then open the Apple Watch app on your iPhone. In the app, be sure that you are in the My Watch tab and then select all watches, followed by tapping the little info button next to the watch you want to unpair and reset. Then down the bottom, select Unpair Apple Watch, followed by again selecting Unpair and then your watch's name. If you've got a cellular compatible Apple Watch, you probably want to also remove the subscription plan from your watch here when the question pops up. But you can also of course choose to keep the plan if you're going to keep using the watch yourself. Then move on by typing in your Apple account password to disable the activation lock. The watch then creates a backup of itself, whereupon it removes all saved data on it and restores itself back to its factory settings. From here, the watch is then free to be connected to another Apple Watch account and can be turned off by pushing and holding the side button and then selecting power off. Also here, if you for example do not have your iPhone close by, or if you have, let's say, sold the watch or given it away already but forgot to disable the activation lock, you can also just open any web browser and go to iCloud.com, log in with your Apple account details and then select the Find My service, or just open the Find My app on your iPhone. From here, pick devices down the bottom, select your Apple Watch in the list and then tap on Erase this device, followed by Continue. This procedure will remove the watch's activation lock, making it able to connect to another Apple Watch account. Alright, that is basically the most common way of factory restoring an Apple Watch and then connecting it to a new Apple account. If though you just want to reset the watch and keep using it with the same Apple account, you can also reset it straight from the watch's own settings. Please keep in mind here though that this approach will not allow the watch to be connected to a new Apple account, but instead the activation lock on it will still be active. To reset the watch here and delete all locally stored data on it, like media, settings, etc., but keep the activation lock in place, the most common way here is to, on your watch, navigate to Settings, followed by General, and then select Reset and erase all content and settings. Here, enter the watch's password if you are prompted to do so, and then select whether you want to keep or erase any cellular plans you might have connected to the watch. Then continue by selecting Erase All to confirm the reset. If you for some reason do not have the password to the watch, you can also do this procedure by just first putting the watch on its charger and then holding down the side button until you see the power button icon in the top right corner of the display. From here, push and hold the digital crown button until a text saying Erase All Content and Settings pops up. Select this, followed by Reset, and then reset again to factory restore the watch this way instead. Please again note though that neither of these two last ways of resetting the watch will allow it to be used with another Apple account, since the activation lock on it will still be active. And the only way to get rid of the activation lock is to unpair it using a connected iPhone or via your iCloud login using a web browser or the Find My app like we went through before. Alright, that is about that. Please though share any thoughts or questions in the comments below and I'll do my best to help with what I can. Thank you for watching. Bye.